everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Ravens going up against the Browns. So let's get out to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. For the first time with Mark Ingram. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. It's caught on the right side at Smith. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And here's a look at the starting offense. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Flacco here on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Griffin.
Oh, come on.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kendrick Lewis. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
Paul Kruger's one of the most respected veterans in the game. All he does is make plays.
Second down, Flacco now. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Ingram. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
First carry now. This is Johnson. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Griffin. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him at defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Once again, Griffin. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Once again, Griffin. He
come on.
Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, going to get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Flacco here on 2nd down. Over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now a handoff to Ingram, and he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
3 yards to go on 2nd down. Ingram again, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Underneath, he hits for set. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Flacco looks to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play action. Flacco. And his throw here's incomplete. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Flacco, and he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And again, it's Ingram. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Flacco under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Carl Nassib in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Second down following the run. Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin.
God damn it!
Here in this half, it's intercepted.
3 fucking years.
Darius Webb. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. fakes the give. Sets to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Max Williams, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Mostert now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On second down, Johnson. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well...
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now, last year for Duke Johnson, 104 carries. Was kind of held back, though, by that hamstring.
If he's healthy, that number will be eclipsed big time this year. They want to give him some work.
Yeah, 3 down back in Miami. Think he's being groomed for that in Cleveland?
No question about it. They want to make sure they control the football, and he will be a big key to getting it done.
Second and just 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Caught left side, it's Barnage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnage, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Cleveland first. play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kendrick Lewis. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. 3rd down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this. Oh, that's caught inside the 20. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The man who won a ring with the Ravens, Paul Kruger, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Flacco here on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Flacco incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and that's going to make it 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there. They may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Griffin rolling to his right. And now here's another.
Fuck!
Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So second and 10 here. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Second down, Flacco now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
On second down, Griffin. And Barnage has it on the right side. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A break from the ground game here. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3-and-out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Griffin, Pryor has it complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go with Johnson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. Terrell Suggs, a good sight there, back from another Achilles injury last season. He's able to get in and make the play. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now Griffin on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football. And he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Another pistol look here. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Flacco here on 2nd down. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Third and long for Joe Flacco. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Oh, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol. On the ground, this is Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Griffin. And now here is another
What the fuck?
interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On the counter, Ingram. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st down, Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll look to run with Ingram into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Passing, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And now the Browns. Offense trots back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
Second and 10. Here's Kessler again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Kessler. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for 3rd down.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Kessler. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run with Whitlock, the fullback. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Oh, 4th and short, right at midfield. This is where you tell your offense, I've got faith in you guys to get me a few yards. And sure enough, they repay that faith and keep the drive moving with a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Kessler. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now it's Kessler. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Defense still with 3 timeouts.
We'll see if they want to use him here as the kneel down comes. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use him here as the kneel down comes. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And now a little bit of a losing skid here. Only two.